Hey, namaste. This is Sacredowl with another Real Talk by Sacredowl. Today I want to speak to you about challenges, those things called obstacles, contrast, those things that are brought into our life to help us to understand what life is really all about. Without challenges and without the obstacles in life, we would not have the ability to become clear about things that we really desire and what we don't desire. Like, for example, we really wouldn't understand the clarity of the sun and the day without the understanding of night. And we really wouldn't understand the beauty of night without the clarity of the sun and daylight. Such as those things are called contrast or oppositions. Well, in those things, life is brought to us by our challenges and brought to us with challenges because we're not clear about the things that we want in life. So when we do that, we automatically attract a challenge or an obstacle or something to frustrate us, so it can invoke an emotion so that we can become clear about the things that we want. For example, if you misplace your keys or your wallet or something that's important, at that moment, you have to start to become really clear that you really want it, because you start tearing the house apart, looking here, looking there, wondering where it went, what it did. Well, that challenge was brought to you by you first putting it somewhere you couldn't remember where it belonged. And so when that happened, it's reminding you of paying attention to your things that are important to you, paying attention to the most important person that's in the world, and that would be you. I know it's really life. You think life would be a lot easier without them, and I'm not going to argue that it's true that it would be. But the reality is that without these challenges, without the contrast, without the frustrating moments, we would not know how to attract things that are really important to us in life. Because it invokes a passion, it invokes an emotion in us. Just like the sunrise, a beautiful sunrise morning invokes an emotion with us that says, wow, that's beautiful, I love this. And then at nighttime when the moon is out and it's clear night and it's a beautiful, nice, breezy night, and you say, wow, I love this. Well, the moon becomes the contrast to the background of the darkness. And that contrast says, how beautiful is this moon? So you're clear about what you really want and what you really don't want. One thing though with obstacles is that we can't get and we cannot direct the obstacles and the challenges as a punishment towards ourselves. We have to become clear that what is my inner self trying to tell me? What is it that I'm doing to attract this moment? So that way I become clear that I don't want this anymore. You know, when you wake up and you have something in the way and you trip over it going to the bathroom, what do? You take it, you pick it up, and you move it out the way so that you don't trip over it. Well, that's what life challenges does. It tells us, pick this thing up, I really don't want this in my way, and let me move it out the way. And then guess what? Life becomes easier. The path becomes clearer so that you could go do the things that you need to do. But to be very clear about things is to understand what you don't want versus not sure about what you want or don't want. Challenges and obstacles are brought into our life so that we can become clear about what we really want and don't want. If your child is giving you a hard time, let's per se, and your child could be your kids or your spouse, either one, how you look at it, your friends, whichever. If they're giving you a hard time, it's because they're saying, I need attention. I require your time. So they become a challenge, an obstacle, and because they become clear about what they want, and they then act accordingly. So then it becomes up to you to decide if at that moment, am I going to respond to that challenge, or am I going to respond by not responding to the challenge? Exactly, because we have to become very clear about what we really want in our life. And challenges and obstacles are brought to us to make sure that that clarity is crystal clear to us. Don't get angry at your challenges. Be grateful for them, because they're telling you, hey, I don't want this no more. They're telling you to say, I don't need this no more. They're telling you to say, I want something else. Remember, music is not music without silence. A beautiful photograph is not beautiful without a light or dark background, because it brings out that. Contrast is important. Understand it, accept it, and then it won't be as challenging in your life anymore. Hey, I love you. Thanks for supporting me. Sacredowl. Namaste.